I did not know that y'all like My Little Pony like how I like My Little Pony. Because in under a month, y'all got this video right here to 30K. And since we're all feeling the spirit of magic, friendship is magic or whatever, I want to tell you guys about my favorite two-parter that My Little Pony did. If you're interested in a video talking about the two-parter that ended season 2, keep on watching. If you guys have never seen this lady right here or this lady right here, you are missing out. This two-parter that ended season 2 introduced some of my favorite characters to My Little Pony in terms of main love interest, in terms of villains, and I got to talk about them. So the episode that I'm talking about specifically is episode 25 and episode 26 of season 2. This two-parter ended season 2 off with a bang and introduced one of my favorite characters of My Little Pony ever, and it has to be my girl Princess Cadence. But let me tell you how the plot unfolded, okay? So we start off this episode with all of the main 6 hanging out, doing a picnic, doing what they always love to do. My boy Spike runs up to the girls and is like, hey, I just got a message from Princess Celestia, and you know how they get down when Princess Celestia sends them a message, right? They're like, oh my gosh, it's Princess Celestia. Let's see what that girl has to say. They are officially invited to the wedding of Princess, what is that girl's name? Miyamura Cadenza. And everybody is like, huh? Who? And once Spike gives the letter to the girls to read, all of them, all of the main 6, including Twilight, are invited to the wedding of Princess Miyamura Cadenza and Shining Armour. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, my first royal wedding. I'm so excited, I'm so excited. But my girl Twilight is looking like, I know you're not talking about Shining Armour, as in my brother Shining Armour. How y'all get an invitation to his wedding, but I didn't even get a notification that he's getting married? Then Spike is gonna say, oh yeah, I guess I was supposed to give you this letter before I gave you that one. And this letter is practically Shining Armour telling Twilight like, oh hey, yeah, I'm getting married by the way. My girl Twilight starts hard tripping. She ain't never seen no ish like this before in her life. Mind you, from season 1, Twilight Sparkle has been characterized as a huge loner. Like, my girl does not know what to do in terms of friendship. That is why Celestia sent her to Ponyville in order to learn how to make friends. The only person that she really had as a ride or die was Spike. But Spike is like low-key Twilight's child a little bit, and her older brother Shining Armour. And while everybody is getting young, lit, and lit because they're about to go to their first royal wedding, Twilight is like, my brother don't care about me. Oh, I've never had nobody help me in my life. Like she isn't a nepotism baby. And so while everybody is traveling to Canterlot or the capital or wherever they're at, I low-key forgot, Twilight is ruining the mood, talking about some my brother don't love me no more. And so while the rest of them, I guess, explore the capital, she goes to her brother and she's catching the biggest attitude. Like, I have some lines that I want to read to you guys, but my girl is not feeling it. How dare you not tell me in person that you're getting married? I'm your sister for Pony's sake. She's literally looking at Twilight like, hey, it's not my fault. Princess Celestia has requested a major increase in security. Didn't you see all of the guards at the station? Twilight is like, yeah, there's a lot of guards because I heard there's a big royal wedding happening. Maybe you heard about it? And Shining Armour is literally trying to tell Twilight like, yeah, that got nothing to do with that. He says it has nothing to do with the wedding. A threat has been made against Canterlot. We don't know who's responsible for it, but Princess Celestia asks that I help provide additional protection. And Shining Armour is literally under so much stress because he has the sole responsibility of protecting Canterlot from whatever mysterious threat is threatening the people's safety. And this reminds me of my sponsorship partner for today's video, Aura. Just like how Canterlot is consistently under threat from mysterious forces, your data in this current digital age is consistently under threat too. But with my sponsor, Aura, you can have protection that's even stronger than Shining Armour's defense shield. Aura offers a lot of very cool features that I think are very important in our digital age, ranging from identity theft protection, data broker opt-out services, military grade VPN encryption services, and antivirus protections to make sure y'all don't get hacked. I got all of these features in one app for an affordable price by using Aura. And I'm telling y'all, Aura actually works. Recently, I got into a really bad car accident and I needed to get a car because, you know, I'm a nurse. I went to the dealership in order to get a car loan and they kept telling me someone's preventing us from looking at your credit score, but we don't know what's going on. Whole time, it was Aura protecting me from random people being in my business. Y'all gotta go to aura.com/elapastoral. I'ma say it again, aura.com/elapastoral, so you can get your 2-week trial period and see if your data has been leaked. And don't let these people get into your business. Now let's get back into the video. So like I'm saying, my girl Twilight is not having a good time. She really feels like her brother is not listening to her. Shining Armor is literally doing his best to let Twilight know that he cares about her, but at the end of the day, he gotta protect the kingdom. Shining Armor says, the burden of keeping Canterlot safe and secure rests squarely on my shoulders. Staying focused on the task at hand has been my top priority. And Twilight is gonna try to gaslight him, talking about you've got a very important job protecting all of Canterlot with a force shield only you can conjure up. But still, how can you not tell me about something as big as your wedding? Am I not important to you anymore? And I have to be serious, like, girl, Twilight, you gotta free my man. You gotta free Shining Armor. He under so much stress right now, and you doing the most. Shining Armor looks at Twilight and is like, hey, you are my little sister and I love you so much. Would you be my best mare? Which is practically like a pony pun for like best man, but you know, mare, female horse, y'all get the jokes, y'all get the puns. And after they have their little makeup session and Twilight practically forgives him for ignoring her because you know, he's literally trying to prevent like a terrorist attack, she's gonna ask him, hey, who's this random pony you trying to marry that you didn't even introduce me to? He's gonna look at her like, what do you mean random pony? Princess Cadanzia? And Twilight's gonna be like, yeah, who the heck is Princess Cadanzia? Shining Armor's gonna look at her like, girl, Princess Cadence, your foal sitter? And then we get this really cute flashback scene of all of the cute little childhood moments that Princess Cadence had with Twilight, of Cadence and Twilight doing this really cute dorky dance, and she's just like, oh my god, you're marrying my foal sitter? Like, this is literally like my OTP, like, oh my gosh. And Twilight is gassed. And so when Princess Cadence comes, she does the dance in front of Princess Cadence, because you know, that's literally their handshake. And Princess Cadence is looking at her like, what is this disgusting child doing in front of my face right now? And takes Shining Armor away. And this was the first thing that let Twilight know that something is wrong, because yes, people can't change from when they were like a teenager to a young adult, but like the immediate shaming of your sister-in-law, Twilight is like, this is not the Princess Cadence I grew up with. And I just have to let y'all look at Princess Cadence again. Like, I always loved this design growing up. I definitely think it led into my love of pink. I don't know if you guys can see my makeup, but I try to do like a dainty Princess Cadence inspired look. I don't know, I just felt like they ate bad with that design. Like, I'm so sad that we didn't get to see Princess Cadence more. Her character design was definitely peak to me. But back to my girl Twilight. So after Cadence gives her the cold shoulder and Loki embarrasses her in front of her brother, Twilight starts to really pay attention to my girl. Like, something about this don't make no sense to me, because for somebody that I knew literally growing up, her personality did a whole 180 and nobody's trying to explain to me what happened to make her like this. And like the intellectual that she is, Twilight is starting to do an investigation. She's watching the way Princess Cadence moves and she's just like, this girl is acting fake. Like, all of the members of the main six are doing their parts in order to help plan the royal wedding. I think Applejack is cooking, Rarity is doing the dresses, Pinkie Pie, what is Pinkie Pie doing? Pinkie Pie is planning like the entertainment or whatever, while Princess Cadence is talking to the members of the main six while they are helping her plan her wedding. She's looking all nice and dainty, but Twilight is watching her, and as soon as the main six look away from her, she's rude. Like, for example, like she eats some type of apple fritter that Applejack gives her, and as soon as Applejack looks away, she spits it out. She's low-key bullying the animals and stuff, and Twilight confronts her friends like, she's acting fake, like this is weird. And everybody's like, oh, you know, this is her wedding, so obviously she's gonna have a difficult time, she's underneath a lot of stress, but this is literally Twilight's babysitter that she grew up with. Like, she knows her, and it's weird, it's strange. Everybody's like, no, Twilight, you gotta give her a break, you gotta give her a break. So Twilight is like, okay, I'm gonna go to where Shining Armor and Princess Cadence are staying to like figure out what's really going on, because I know this ain't my babysitter. She literally sees her brother having a headache, and she sees Princess Cadence doing some type of weird green spell on her. And typically in My Little Pony, depending on your color scheme, that's how your magic looks like. I'm gonna be inserting some clips from like the other like unicorns using their magic, but typically your magic is in your color scheme. So Twilight's looking like, if you a pink pony, why your magic green? Like, it's strange. And so Twilight is letting all of these things fester in her mind. And on the day that they're having the actual wedding reception, she confronts Princess Cadence and is like, I know who you really are. You're a fake. You're a fake. This is not Princess Cadence. You're weird. you're weird. And she lists all of her evidence. And everybody's like, Twilight, she's just having a bad day. Everybody's underneath a lot of stress. You're doing too much. And what really hurt my feelings is she practically confronts Cadence in front of everybody, including her brother, and her brother is literally looking at her like she's so disappointed in her, like, this is not who you are, I'm so disappointed in you. And everybody's just so disappointed in Twilight because low-key, I'm not gonna hold you, low-key Twilight is bullying Cadence, and Cadence runs away crying, and everybody runs after Cadence trying to comfort her, and her brother just gives her this nasty scowl like, I'm so disappointed in you, Twilight. And it broke me. I felt really sad watching that. And now Twilight is like, dang, like, maybe I was doing the most, which you low-key was. I'm not gonna hold you. If I didn't know the truth behind this episode, I would be like, yeah, like, you gonna need to learn about, like, you know, tolerance again. So literally while everybody is running after Princess Cadence to practically be like, I'm so sorry that Twilight's a bad person, Twilight is low-key having a moment of reflection because she's like, maybe I was doing the most. Maybe I was treating Cadence wrong because I'm low-key upset that my brother is gonna have another very important pony in his life. Twilight literally goes to Princess Cadence to apologize, right? And she literally goes to Princess Cadence and is like, I'm sorry. And before she can say anything else, Princess Cadence turns from sweet Princess Cadence to evil Princess Cadence and is like, oh, you're going to be. And that's where the episode ends. Now, we gotta jump into episode 26. So following what happened in the last episode, episode 25, evil Cadence sends Twilight Sparkle into the actual dungeons. I think it's technically called the caves that are under Canterlot. Why is Princess Cadence gonna say, it's no use, no one can hear you, and no one will ever think to look for you either. Most ponies have forgotten these caves even exist, which is why they are perfect to keep those who try to interfere with my plans. So now we asking, who else are you keeping in these caves? Because I know it wasn't just Twilight. Because I know it wasn't just Twilight that was catching on to your plans. I refuse to believe that. So as Twilight is actively trying to escape these caves, we find the real OG Cadence. And of course, as soon as my girl Twilight sees another Cadence, she's like, oh, we're about to fight. And Cadence is like, no, please. I'm the real Cadence. I'm the real Cadence. Don't try to kill me. So then they do that cute little dance again. And I'm just like, I knew it wasn't you. I knew it wasn't you. Because people really don't do that kind of personality shift unless something happens. So now we know who the real Cadence is. And they got my girl looking sickly. Like, liberate Cadence. Cadence looks so bad right here. And this is where we get one of the best songs in My Little Pony history. I to this day still stand 10 toes down on this song. No, I do not love the groom. In my heart there is no room, but I still want him to be all mine. And I just love. First, the song is a banger. Banger. But then the duality between Princess Cadence and evil Princess Cadence, both singing the same melody but having two different intentions and singing the song. And I don't know, I love Toxic Women. Like, I love that song so much. I will play it in this video, but my videos have been getting a lot of copyright claims recently. Y'all just gonna have to listen to that bad rendition I did and get the vibes. Or look it up after you watch this video. But just know that song was a banger. 10 out of 10 music. And so now that OG real Cadence has the support of Twilight, they are running through these caves trying to stop that messed up fake marriage thing that's going to happen between Shining Armour and the fake Cadence. And literally these two are so cute, and I really wish we got more scenes of younger Twilight with Cadence because their dynamic is so cute. But they doing the 10-mile dash to stop this freaking wedding. So Twilight runs into where they're holding the marriage ceremony and is like, stop the madness, you can now marry my brother. And everybody's looking at her like, we are not having a part 2 of this nonsense, right? And then boom, we see OG Cadence walk in. She low-key limping a little bit from being stuck in the caves, and everybody's like, huh? There's two? I think it was, who was it? It was Applejack. Applejack said, I don't understand. How can there be two of them? OG Cadence is gonna be like, she's a changeling. She takes the form of some pony you love and gains the power by feeding off your love for them. And after this whole revelation, fake Cadence is like, you know what, the jig is up, and turns into Queen Chrysalis. I'm not gonna hold you, the design for Queen Chrysalis is peak. Like, I'm gonna insert a picture right here, and I try to do some type of rendition of whatever she had going on, because she is such a baddie. Like, yeah, I know she's evil, yeah, I know she kidnapped people. I forgot to mention it, but she also technically brainwashed the OG bridesmaids or whatever. But man, they was doing they big one when they designed Shawty. Like, look at her. I don't even know if I did a good enough job, like, remaking her look, especially with the holes. But she ate. So now everybody's like, oh my god, Twilight, you were right. Like, you clocked her teeth since the beginning. And Twilight's like, yeah. But Queen Chrysalis, like, she took off her facade. Like, she's showing who she really is. And she's like, at the end of the day, I already have shining armor under my spell. And she literally is looking at everybody and laughing and giggling. And she literally is looking like, I've been brainwashing this boy for months. He's literally been draining shining armor of his energy for months. And you can tell that boy looks terrible. He looks sickly. He looks like he's a victim of the quadra pandemic that we're going through right now in the US. And because of the fact that they've been beating on him and draining him of his energy, Princess Celestia tries to go up against Queen Chrysalis. Queen Chrysalis hits her with a bonk. Princess Celestia is out. And while I was rewatching this episode, the whole time I was thinking, where is Princess Luna? Princess Luna eventually shows up at the end of the episode, and I was always so confused. Where were you when the kingdom was being invaded? Hello? I know you have beef with your sister because people like your sister more, but where were you? The kingdom was literally under attack. Where were you? You're the secondary princess. In fact, you're the nightmare princess. Let me get off my soapbox in terms of questioning what the heck was going on with Princess Luna, but I want y'all to know how vindicated Twilight Sparkle must have felt, because even Queen Chrysalis was like, y'all should have paid attention and listened to my girl Twilight. She said, Twilight here was suspicious of my behavior all along. Too bad the rest of you were too caught up in your wedding planning to realize those suspicions were correct. Everybody, the whole time I was looking from side to side like, Queen Chrysalis ate y'all up. All it took, I'm telling y'all, all it took was Cadence to hold on to her man for 2 seconds to save him. Like, literally, like, she holds on to him for 2 seconds and he wakes up from the freaking mind control. Like, that's the power that Cadence have. Like, she a real lover. I'm really trying to get like her for real. So while Shining Armor is complaining about the fact that he just doesn't have the energy to protect Canterlot anymore, Cadence is like, wait, I can give you the boost. Y'all, with my love for my man. And I don't know, like, they're actually my OTP. And so Cadence uses her love that she has for Shining Armor to give him the boost. And because of their love is mad strong. Like, they OTP for real. They dispel all of the changelings out of Canterlot. They're able to have their royal wedding. They go to the same wedding planning sequence that Queen Chrysalis was going through that she hated. But here we can really see the true heart and compassion that Princess Cadence actually has, because she is having a great time playing with Twilight Sparkle's friends, doing the wedding planning, and the wedding goes off without a hitch. They have their reception, it's great. And Princess Luna comes out of nowhere, flies, and it's like, oh, what happened? Sis, where were you? I'm still mad about that. And yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes as a kid of My Little Pony. And let me know, what episodes of My Little Pony do you guys really want me to talk about? And make sure that you guys click the link in the description box as well as in the pinned comment so you can try Aura for free using the link aura.com/elapastor. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!